From coast to coast, the National Broadcasting Company previews a glamorous opening night at the Cafe Rouge as it invites you to listen to Glenn Miller's music. Moonlight Serenade, harmonic herald of the nation's finest dance music, indicates that at last tonight is the night that brings Glenn Miller, leading exponent of the swing trombone and one of America's ace arrangers, and his world-famous orchestra, the glamorous setting of the Cafe Rouge in Hotel Pennsylvania, New York City. Now, Glenn, on behalf of the National Broadcasting Company, may we welcome you and wish you a long and successful engagement at the Cafe Rouge.
Thank you very much, Hugh James. It certainly is a pleasure to be greeting you folks, playing for you again from the Cafe Rouge in Hotel Pennsylvania. And I made a New Year's resolution to do less talking on the air, so I think I'll call Hugh James back and we'll get away with the program. He'll tell you more about it.
Thank you, Glenn. To launch his new series of programs at the Cafe Rouge, Glenn Miller lets loose with the incomparable St. Louis Blues in number 1 spot. guess that takes care of the lead-off spot. Now, a romantic voice singing a lovely film song to the perfect Glenn Miller setting of Faithful Forever. Ray Everly. Here's one with really long hair. First cut way back in 1917 or so, and more recently trimmed to 1940 Sandy. Breathtakingly lovely Marion Hutton and Oh, Johnny. join us as we dance to Glenn Miller's music. Along with the hundreds of stars at stage and screen who are joining Glenn here tonight at the Cafe Rouge. Dance now to Sunrise Serenade. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is preview night at the Cafe Rouge. Preview of Glenn Miller and his world-famous orchestra. Opening tonight for a long and, we hope, successful engagement at the Cafe Rouge of Hotel Pennsylvania in New York City.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
The National Broadcasting Company invites you to dance to Glenn Miller's music. Tonight is that gay night, ladies and gentlemen, when stars of stage, screen, and radio have descended upon the Cafe Rouge, Hotel Pennsylvania, New York City, to bid welcome to one of the nation's finest dance bands, Glenn Miller and his orchestra. The people downstairs won't complain about this one. They'll join you in dancing to the Slip-Horn Jive. How'd you like to be baking in the sun on the sands of some windswept South Sea island? Native dancing girls all about, and the music of Glenn Miller's orchestra. Speaking of heaven, here's Ray Eberly with the word.
Speaking of heaven, once I found an angel. Speaking of angels, darling, how are you? Speaking of heaven, mind if I caress you? Talk about starlight, your eyes twinkle too. You smile and I can see sunbeams. You cry and dewdrops turn to tears. You smile and though it is cloudy, a beautiful rainbow appears. Speaking of rainbows, they're so close to heaven. Speaking of heaven, I'll stay close to you.
If in the heat of some trying moment you let slip a word that you shouldn't let slip, invariably there's always a little pixie with wide, starry eyes standing about, although never one so attractive as blonde Marion Hutton, and that pixie always points accusingly at you and says, "Ooh, what you said."
what you said. Funny fun, but look at what you've done. Ain't you the naughty one? Talking that way, say, are you joking or just out smoking? Oh, what you said ought to go cover up my head when you whispered I love you. Ooh, what you said.
Undoubtedly, you're not a pagan, or we wouldn't even speak to you. However, as you listen to Glenn Miller's astounding arrangement of the pagan love song, you must admit it's got its points. Coast to Coast, the National Broadcasting Company, has previewed the glamorous opening of Glenn Miller, Moonlight Serenade. As it heralded the opening of this program, so does it bid farewell to Glenn Miller, leading exponent of the swing trombone and one of America's top flight arrangers, playing in the Cafe Rouge of Hotel Pennsylvania in New York City.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.